CreateX provided a lot of guidance and mentorship to actually frame our idea in the sense of a startup.
I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. My parents were freelancers and entrepreneurs.
It's sort of a mystical process until you talk to someone who's been through it, and demystifying that helps a lot in your own success.
Our 10-year goal at CreateX is to make Georgia Tech the #1 startup campus in the country. And what that means to us is two things. First, we want to be generating 300 startups a year founded by Georgia Tech students. And two, 100% of Georgia Tech students before they graduate would have been touched by a CreateX program.
We're so proud of what's going on here at Georgia Tech in the innovation and entrepreneurship space. CreateX is a huge contributor to that whole initiative. 72 companies that have started, over 1,200 students that have been involved.
I think CreateX represents kind of ground zero of creating a culture here at Georgia Tech that historically has been really focusing on strong engineering and then go work for large companies. We're actually flipping the paradigm around where these kids are no longer looking to get a job, they're actually creating the job of the future.
I thought a lot of this summer would be very hands-on software development work, but one thing that I realized is that when you're building a business, you really have to understand what the user wants. And if you're not solving the user's need, you're not building a business.
In just 2 months of being in the CreateX startup program, we've already found 3 potential investors in our product and our team. This is very reassuring because it tells us that even though we may not have all the experience that we need, it tells us we're going in the right direction.
In the 2 years since launching Stored, with the help of CreateX, we've been able to raise nearly $250,000, landed multiple publicly traded clients,
grown our team to 4 people, and been featured in Inc. magazine as one of the top 30 emerging startups.
We have a huge support throughout the entire campus. It's not just about engineering, it's not just about computing. We have students from many different majors, all colleges across the campus, and over 65 faculty are currently supporting CreateX, teaching in our courses. They come from every single college across campus.
One of the key educational objectives at Scheller College of Business is to develop business graduates that are entrepreneurially minded. So participating in CreateX projects is a very natural and synergistic aspect of a Scheller College education as well.
Both Sean and I have learned a lot that we never would have learned without this opportunity. I handle all of our accounting, finance, and operations. Sean in particular has learned a lot about leadership and public speaking and has been instrumental in raising the seed round of $1.25 million.
The greatest thing about CreateX is through the program we've been able to take a lot of the things that we learned in the classroom and actually apply it. And that's probably where we're learning the most, is just in that application.
The most exciting part of CreateX to me is seeing the young minds, the young talent, where they historically have had great ideas, but have never had a platform for actually making them happen. Here, these kids come up with the idea, they apply, they get in, and now they're actually building it. And when they get out of it, they now actually know how to build startups and build a company and have that entrepreneurial confidence that they would have never had without doing it.
Our participation in CreateX has made us so much more confident entrepreneurs. By being able to work with advisors and mentors who really have a lot of experience in the startup world, we feel a lot more confident taking on the world and actually bringing our product to market when creating our company.
Growing up, I saw that there weren't a lot of people in STEM or creating businesses that looked like me, but through CreateX and Georgia Tech, I was able to get the skills and confidence I needed to take on this difficult task of creating a company.
CreateX is building an entrepreneurial culture at Georgia Tech, which is applying to Atlanta as a whole and building Atlanta as an entrepreneurial hub within the U.S.